our friend Brent, he's like the top earner in our platform. He runs like a 40 million follower network, makes like 30K a month from our community alone. He just kind of posts memes all day and just like vibes. So we just paid out like $3.1 million.
Wow. SpaceX showed investors today a slimmer version of an iPhone that is connected to Starlink to go after the consumer phone market.
If anyone can dethrone the iPhone, I mean, it's them.
Cash.
Ladies and gentlemen, group chat.
All right, Kathy's special episode right before we all dive into the 250th anniversary of America, USA.
Big game today.
Big game. Very big game.
We're recording before the biggest event in America today.
Biggest event in America, definitely. We have to win, otherwise it'll be sad. But before we get into the news and the normal episode, our friend Andre brought a friend today. And you know, we've talked about clipping on this podcast before, because one of the things about clipping, if you don't know what it is, because I know there's a lot of boomers that listen, clipping, maybe Max Peterson's here.
And really quick context, he mentioned Andre is a close friend of ours. He works at TikTok, which is where clipping has become part of like the monoculture of American society.
Yeah. So Max, before you tell what clipping is, I'm going to tell you what I think clipping is. Mm-hmm. And then you give your interpretation.
I was going to go off the Google definition.
Okay, you go off the Google. I'm going to go off what I think it is in practical sense.
Yeah.
I think it's an incredible way to brainwash people. It is the new way to spread propaganda in a way that it just hits you so many times. Mm-hmm. And I became familiar with it when Drama told me, probably during COVID, he was like, do you know who Andrew Tate is? And I was like, I have no idea who that is. Mm-hmm. He's like, he's created a strategy where he doesn't really post, but he gets people to post his content and basically convinced a bunch of young male to be like more manly or whatever his, I don't know what his intention was, but it seemed to have worked.
Abuse masculinity combo. Yes.
And so like my initial exposure to clipping was very much like felt like a modern day brainwashing marketing tactic. Mm-hmm. Today, it's a marketing tactic used by brands to spread their message.
Brands, movies, artists. It pretty much spans anywhere you're trying to grab the consumer's attention.
Yeah. How's my take on it?
Yeah. I mean, like Andrew Tate, I mean, he obviously a controversial like topic and whatever. And like, I mean, he did like invent it pretty much. Like, I guess like,
okay, so
he obviously didn't invent,
I was right on that.
He didn't invent like short form content, of course, but like he did pioneer the overall, just like, I would say structure of, and his was a bit different. His went really in depth, and it was really like a literal like flywheel of like, he would have people post his content. He basically went on a bunch of podcasts, said a bunch of crazy fucking shit.
Yeah.
And then basically paid people to post his clips. But then in Hustlers University, there was 12 side hustles. And one of the side hustles to make money was post his clips. So it was literally like
that.
Yeah. So it was like a flywheel of like, he literally just like a viral, like literally a flywheel.
And then what happens is when, let's say 100 people post something, 1,000 people realize if I post that, I should get views. Mm. Is that the concept? Like, because you do get some organic posting off of it?
I feel like it's a compounding thing where like with him, like, and the underlying thing is always like the content has to be good or at least like interesting. So like he was obviously saying like insane stuff, right? Yeah. So it like just went viral. And then like, I feel like over time, it's like a compounding thing where like now like with like Clavicular, for example, where I feel like he's kind of like this.
Explain to who Clavicular is to my age people.
Yeah. He's basically like a Kick streamer. So like,
that's live streaming.
Yeah.
Kick
so
is a platform.
There's like Twitch and Kick. And like in my eyes and how I think it's like perceived a bit is like, I feel like Kick is more of the like, almost like underground blackball sort of like side
it feels
of
a
the
little
internet,
raunchier.
where it's like, but honestly, like with what they're doing on the clipping side, like with their program, which I guess I could talk about that a little bit too, but like, he's basically a Kick streamer. So he just like live streams and
then I started seeing his clips probably over the last couple months. I didn't know I don't know if he's been doing this for a long time or he was like basically manufactured over the last couple of months, but I started seeing his clips mainly because he was just talking about how he looks, and he's very similar to Andrew Tate in that he has very strong opinions on everything. And I think he's incredible for like the internet generation right now. And so in the case of what happened with him, is that him financing this, or is it Kick? Do you think
it's Kick? Yeah, it's Kick. Yeah,
because Kick's like, we think this guy is going to be big. Let's push him. Is that what happens?
It's really to push like Kick as a platform, and really it's to push Stake, which Kick owns Stake. And that's kind of,
I would say it's vice versa. Stake owns Kick.
Yeah,
that's where the money's made.
Yeah, you're right. I guess like they're kind of the same thing, but like basically it's really smart. It's like they understand that what's going on. They see what's going on. They understand the power of like clipping and like short form content and stuff. And like, they're basically just putting a ton of money into marketing Kick.
Well, I mean, I didn't realize Stake and Kick had a relationship.
It's the same owners, 100% owned by two guys.
Yeah.
They're under 30.
Yeah.
And Stake is the gambling arm. Kick is the platform. You make all the money in the gambling.
Yeah.
You dump all the money in the content.
Yeah.
And
by the way, default Kick is now a very valuable platform in itself.
Yeah.
Right. So they've created two valuable assets, which is it's fucking genius.
And they're from Australia, so they can skirt a lot of the American guidelines.
Got it. So the company's based in Australia.
Yes.
They have no laws there in Australia. I know the prisoners were dropped off there. Did they just never create any laws?
We did have an Australian on the pod once. He could probably speak to.
But he was a pious individual, so I don't know if he was.
But he was a little slippery, I thought.
No. He was a good guy.
The actual definition, though, of like, I guess you asked the definition of clip, which, yeah, I guess like it's funny because I Googled it, like, what's the definition of clipping? And basically the definition of clipping is taking content, long form content, and basically cutting it into short videos. That's pretty much it.
So it's okay. So, and basically the focus of it is like marketing something. So if you take the music industry, so the music industry 40 years ago, someone made a song that got signed by a record label. The record label goes, oh my God, I love this song. It's so good. It's going to be huge, but we got to get people to listen to it. They went to all the radio stations, paid all the DJs to play the song. The song starts getting played. You hear something enough times, all of a sudden I've been in many recording studios in my 20s. I heard songs that were so amazing that never made it because they were never supported by the right record label, did not have the right marketing. So would you say that that's basically the new tactic for a record label or a movie studio? They're like, we have to pay somebody to get our kind of product out there.
Definitely.
Clipping is the most cost-effective way.
Definitely. Basically, like I mean, 100%. I actually haven't thought about it much like the radio example or the DJ example, but like, yeah, I guess history repeats itself. It's definitely like similar, basically the same thing, but it's just a new marketing channel, basically. Yeah.
And so how did you get into it?
So basically I guess like I kind of like grew up on like social media. So like I
feel like you're still growing up.
I guess like, yeah. Like I guess so. Yeah. But I basically was like clipping before it was called like clipping. So I started posting memes on Instagram when I was like 12.
On your own account or?
Yeah, on my own account. Okay. Yeah. So I guess I had a co-owner. That's like a thing in the community. You call it like your co-owner. Or like if, for example, within the community, like all the Instagram pages, we were all friends. And so basically if let's say like my page gets hacked, which that's what happened. I started this page, got to 80,000 followers, got hacked. I clicked a link. I like cried for the whole day and thought my life was over. It was like the worst thing ever. And then basically my friend Aiden, who was like I didn't know him in real life, but like we would talk on Kick and do shout out for shout out all the time. He was basically like, yo, I'm in college. I don't really have time to like run this page because it's a fucking grind. Like running a page is like, I have probably posted like over 50,000 times in my whole life. Like you're posting 20 times a day, every single day.
Oh my! And that's on one account?
One account. And I at one point had like 4 accounts. So like you're basically posting like pretty much all day. You're just on your phone all day. But I loved it. Like I think it's so fun.
Yeah.
But like,
what age were you when you were posting that frequently?
11 to 16.
Wow.
Yeah.
And did you guys have stuff or what'd you do? Like I'm getting lunch?
So like, what was I posting?
Yeah.
So like a lot. So it's called like theme pages. So like the game changed a lot. It's funny that it's evolving, but like they used to be like, so it's like basically like meme pages. So like essentially like my page was called, I had one page called Craziest Vines. I co-owned Hoodville. We had Society Feelings was 10.3 million. We had our backup was Deep, and we also had Positivity. Yeah. And then basically
Hoodville and Positivity.
Yeah.
You really stretched the gamut.
You really go on the barbell approach.
That's a question. 11 to 16, you're posting. What was your parents' rule on screen time?
I had no rule.
Okay.
I had no screen time.
His rule was 20 hours a day because he had to sleep 4.
Yeah. I had no rule. My mom, like, I honestly didn't grow up with too many rules. Like, I was just like, I was just kind of vibing, just doing my thing. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just curious.
Yeah.
And then how did that, and were you making money with these meme pages, or you just did it for fun?
So at first I did it for fun. So like my friend Owen, he like showed me this app called iFunny, and like, I just thought it was cool. I started posting memes. I like just kind of like doing it, and like, it was fun. And then basically, and that's the cool thing about like, even what's happening now is like, these people are just posting content for fun. And then now we can like, they can make money. And like, I think that's a really cool thing. And like, but I was just doing it for fun at first. Like, I had no idea that you can make money on social media. And then I remember basically what happened was like, I was on iFunny, we would all talk on Kick. And basically one day the community was like, yo, people are on Instagram doing the same shit that we're doing, but they're like selling ads. And I was like, what? Yeah. I was like, wait, you can like make money
at the time
from this
you were
shit?
Just doing it for fun.
I was just strictly doing it for fun.
4 accounts, 11 to 16.
Well, so no, I was doing it for fun for probably like a couple months. And then like I found out through the community, but basically we would all talk, and I was on this other app. And then basically these people were like, hey guys, like, yo, people are on this other app, like doing the same stuff that we're doing, but they're like selling promos. And so I was like, okay, bet. Like I downloaded Instagram. I think I started poking around. I see these meme pages. And then me and my friend from iPhone, he started a meme page on Instagram. And then from there, it was just like.
Started monetizing.
Yeah. And so I remember like the first time I remember like I made my first like $75 off like selling a post, and I like went to the ATM and like took it out. Yeah. Cause I like didn't even feel like it was real. And then I was like holding it, and I literally thought I was rich. I was like, holy fuck.
Oh, yeah,
like,
that first check is the most important check of your life.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting is that there are so many kids in high school right now, like, you know, the nationally, the number one job that every kid says they want to be is a YouTuber, right?
Mm-hmm. Influencer, some variation.
No, literally YouTuber. Like that's the word that they use is like the job that they want. Mm-hmm. And what's interesting is you've made a living posting memes, right? Like that's got to be like being like the new Michael Jordan for these kids, because it's like they just look at memes all day. They love memes. They probably share. I share 50 memes a day with my friends. I don't make any money of doing it. I just do it for the love of the game of just like insulting my friends.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
It is. It's fun, and it's there's two like different. There's like creator, like where you're actually like making videos with your face, and then there's like I guess like clipper or like curator. Yeah, where you're like. And I don't make content personally. I want to start getting into it more, I think. But like, it's definitely different like when you're not posting yourself, because you don't give a fuck. It's just like,
it's like whatever.
You're just like pressing post. Like, you know what I mean?
So can you explain clipping in the context of a brand or a company that comes to someone like you? Mm-hmm. How does it turn into millions of views?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So like basically.
Do you have like a brand or a case study you could share, or is that all confidential?
Let me think of like who, I mean, I guess it just got posted in like the Wall Street Journal, but like Taco Bell.
Okay.
That'd be like a good one. Yeah. That was like a good recent one.
So what were they trying to push?
So basically they did this event called Live Moss Live.
Yeah. And
basically, honestly, I think my thing is, I think every brand is going to start having to make like, they're already doing it, but like every brand's going to have to make like really good content, because that's like the start of it. Yeah. And then it's like clipping it.
Yeah.
But like, Taco Bell, their marketing team, someone deserves a raise, because like that shit is fire.
They've been good for a long time. They were on Snapchat probably when you were 11 to 16, posting nonstop.
Yeah. So like they did this event at the Hollywood Palladium. It was called Live Moss Live. And basically they had their CEO on stage basically saying like nacho fries are back. and like he was unveiling like their new menu
like Steve
items.
Jobs style, but
Like
Taco
literally,
Bell.
yeah. And then they had
That's
like
fucking dope.
they gave like Yeet a Taco Bell chain.
Yeah.
They like Benson Boone was like doing backflips on the stage. Like like they like they gave someone like free Taco Bell for a year,
Wow.
and like it was streamed on Peacock.
Okay.
And so basically what they did was they came to us through an agency, and basically we had a budget of $30,000 for people to post clips from that live stream.
And then
So
how do you know who should post this clip? Like do you have a sense of like, oh, this guy's page is filled with stoners that eat Taco Bell all day. I'm going to go give it to him. Like what's your like data process?
Yeah. So like we have there's two ways of like running campaigns. One would be like, so basically we have this community we've built of like, and now we're kind of making it like
People who have like big accounts.
Well, or small accounts.
Okay.
And that's the thing that's cool is like compared to like what it was before now with like Reels, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, I see it. I talk to these kids. I talk to new people all the time. Anyone can join and you can have 0 followers. And if you post a good clip, you can make money because now the algorithm doesn't care about followers.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's the cool thing about clipping is like anybody can kind of start. And like, that's like kind of the difference now where it's like the barrier to entry is like so low compared to like when I was doing it, you had to like grind to like get a couple 100,000 followers to even have a brand potentially DM you.
Wow.
And you had to talk to the buyer. I'm in the DMs, you're negotiating. Now it's like, we're just handing people money.
Yeah.
Basically.
So the way it works, to simplify it for someone that's never experienced clipping, is content creators / clippers sign up to your platform.
Mm-hmm.
Your job is to go get the business from Taco Bell or name your big brand.
Mm-hmm.
And then you decide which clippers on your platform will push it. Is that how you
Pretty
break it
much.
down?
And like really, so for the Taco Bell one, it was an application based campaign. So like there's kind of two things right now where it's like basically one version would be like, we launch it to the platform, first come, first serve. Anybody who wants to join can click join. They can download a clip. They can see the brief. They can post it. They can submit. The other route is instead of clicking join, you just click apply. And then from there, basically we will send like a basically list of all of the accounts that like applied. And then that's what we did for the Taco Bell one, because what we want to do is build what we're building and position it in a way where we can actually work with these big brands that care about, you know, brand safety is like very big. Like Taco Bell can't have a page that's called like something insane and also posting a video of, let's say, like Donald Trump on their page. And then the next post is like a Taco Bell piece of like, they can't do that. And so there's different things that we're doing in that sense to like basically like position it and do it to where we can like work with these bigger brands. And so that's why we did like the application based campaign there.
I have 2 follow-up questions. What's the smallest budget you need to start clipping?
$5,000.
$5,000. Great. And then
As a company.
that's
like our minimum.
Yeah.
Like,
makes
or
sense.
we try and stick to that.
Yeah.
Right.
Great. And then the other is demographics.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say I want to go after boomers, 65 plus.
Mm-hmm.
Could you support that?
So that's difficult. So the one thing that we can target and like kind of do is like audience demographics. So like location.
Yeah.
Now that what I would say is short form content. These platforms are really good at like showing the content to people that they think they would be interested in. So naturally it hits the right audience. Does that make sense?
You're banking on the algorithm finding the audience as long as, Cause like I'm thinking I'm a cruise line.
Mm-hmm.
I want to sell cruises to the Caribbean in Christmas, bring your whole family.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm going to you as Carnival Cruise Line. And
it's not as targeted as paid ads where it's like you can target like a specific city or like type of person. Like we obviously want to build it to where like it can get more programmatic and like targeted.
Yeah.
But like I would say it is 2 different things and 2 different parts of the funnel where it's like clipping is, I would say, more top of the funnel awareness.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. And then you can like kind of use that audience data, I guess, or kind of like, I guess it's like kind of 2 different parts of like the marketing funnel, but like, we wouldn't be able to necessarily like if you were like, oh, we want this to go to like 40-year-old women, it'd be pretty hard to like do that on our end. It would just be up to like the content and like where it kind of goes.
Yeah. If the content resonates with those people, it should reach them.
And do you guys make the clip for the brand or the brand makes the clip?
So that's what like the clippers do. So like basically
you give them like a 10-minute
yeah. So
thing?
like the most ideal kind of scenario is like, for example, which if this podcast turns out fire, it's looking pretty fire so far. We'll put some spend behind it.
Yeah.
And so what we'll do is we'll take this podcast and basically give the whole podcast in long form to the clippers.
Yeah.
And then their job is to basically go in, cut down moments, go in, find the moments, find the, you know, cool things that we're saying, and then basically clip it up themselves.
Yeah.
So they're incentivized to get the most views, so make the best clip.
Exactly.
And then and they get paid based on how many views they get?
Yeah. So it's like all CPM. So like, kind of like one strategy, for example, and this is like kind of interesting. And like one thing that we did like initially, like when because we were like kind of an early, like I would say early mover in like the clipping space, like as far as what it is now. When we got into it, it was very, very early. And the highest CPMs were like for streamers, and it was like 30 cents per 1,000 views.
Oh my God.
That's like insanely low.
That's nothing.
Like, so what I did was I said, okay, these kids are getting scammed. And when I found this, I kind of stumbled across this clipping stuff, and I basically started doing I started diving in, and I quickly found that like the community that was running this for a lot of these streamers, it was just frankly like pretty shit. And like, I didn't think it was like dope. And like, there was no face behind the community, and like these kids were getting scammed. It was like, felt very messy. And like, I was a clipper, like I was 14 getting scammed, and like, it doesn't feel very good.
Mm-hmm.
And like, so that was like our main thing was like, let's just like, don't scam these kids, pay them super quick, and then basically just pay them more. So like, that's what we did was like, I was like, okay, like these CPMs are like 30 cents. What if we just make all of our campaigns 50 cents?
Yeah.
And then like, and that's like a natural progression, right?
Yeah.
Of like what will happen in the market, like CPMs will get competitive and stuff. And like, but that was like kind of, we basically like kind of attracted all the clippers, like all the supply basically.
I have two last questions. One, do you think foreign governments clip?
I think probably they will.
Yeah.
If they're not already.
Yeah.
We don't work with any foreign governments.
Yeah.
Do you work with domestic governments?
No, I mean,
I'm asking him, not you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't worked with any domestic governments yet. Yeah.
I mean, it's just the best marketing. Like, I'll see.
Buddy.
Spencer Pratt is doing clipping. Like, I mean, I know he passed away. Charlie Kirk did a ton of clipping.
Tons.
And honestly, he was making really good content for it.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, they were paying $800 per million views for people to post his clips. And for a long time too. And that's why it was so viral.
Money.
And that was his Turning Point organization that was paying it, right?
Yeah. Well, I guess I don't exactly know who was paying for it, but like, I would assume so.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, it's really just like expanding now. It's like, if you're making like good content, then you should probably be like paying clippers and yeah.
And then last question is, where does it go from here? Like, it's clipping today. What's tomorrow?
Like after, well, man, I don't know. I mean, I do think like, I don't really see like short form content like going away necessarily. Like, I feel like, I mean, stuff always evolves, right? Like I don't fully know. I mean, I think like, it's going to be interesting to see where it goes. Like, I don't think short form content will go away. Like, I don't really, I mean, do you guys think it will? Like, do you think
short form?
Yeah.
No, I think it's accelerating.
Yeah.
I think Josh and I had this conversation that people's attention span are shrinking and shrinking. Mm-hmm. And even I catch myself, instead of watching an hour interview of someone, I'd rather get the 4 clips.
Mm-hmm. Now
even I try to watch I was home Monday night, hadn't been home in weeks. I was like, oh, I want to watch TV. Mm-hmm. So I turn on Netflix. There's an incredible show about the history of the founding of America that I've been like dying to watch. Start watching it. It's 15 minutes in. I was like, it's too much effort. I watch live shopping on TikTok for 40 minutes.
No, so I'll give you a perfect example.
Yeah.
So this morning, Meta, Facebook came out with big news at like 5:30 in the morning. I see it as soon as I wake up, and I had a choice when I got on the treadmill at 6:30. Do I watch?
You're hustling.
I have kids. Anyone with kids,
we
that's
all
not
wake up
early.
very early.
No, that's not early. That's like, what a college kid's 10 a.m. is. Anyways, I had to choose between, do I want to watch what CNBC is saying about this meta news about how they're selling compute, or free agency on ESPN because I'm a huge LeBron fan.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can catch the LeBron clips and get an idea of what's going on.
Yeah.
But I want the extended form of experts on meta talking about compute. So I chose, I want to see the extended form of meta news, and I'll just catch the clips on LeBron, which I did.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So I feel like you're in pole position.
Yeah. And, we have a lot of young entrepreneurs that listen to the pod.
Mhm.
You're obviously very young. You started at 12. You shared you're 21 now.
23, yeah.
23, sorry. And how'd you fund the company? How'd you get to where you are? Can you share how good the business is doing? Sounds like you're crushing it.
Yeah, I mean, like how we funded it was basically me and my partner, his name's Nikolai. He's like my co-founder. He's like from Norway. Basically what we did was I had a couple people. So we needed basically like $2,500. And so like, basically that was like how much this system was going to like cost to build. And so we like didn't have $2,500. And like, basically I called a couple people, and one of them was like Lil TJ's manager. His name's Clay. And basically I was basically just like, yo, like we have this idea, like we'll build this whole like clipping community for Lil TJ. Like this is how it'll work. I'll do it for free. Like, we kind of spat like this is what we want to do. And he was basically like, okay, cool. Like how much, like, what do you need? And so I was like, so like the system costs like $2,500 to build. Like we kind of need it to like build the thing, the initial thing. And he was basically like, yeah, cool. And then he kind of like, basically that was like the cost of goods for us basically building this thing for Lil TJ. And he, we paid the $2,500 to this developer to like, kind of build this like Discord out, this system. And then that was where the initial money came from pretty much. And then like from there, we just kind of like started getting campaigns. And then we just kind of like kept, I guess, like reinvesting into like the thing kind of. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a how to make in America bootstrap story.
Like we haven't raised any money. Like, I mean, it's, I guess like, I mean, I've never like done that before. So it's not like the first, I wasn't necessarily like, oh, I'm about to start this company. We need to like raise money. Like it was like, we were just kind of fucking around, like kind of like trying shit and like just kind of following like, I guess whatever I thought we needed to do.
And how much money have you paid the Clippers to date?
So we just paid out like $3.1 million.
Wow.
So we started the company in like January of 2025. I guess we've invoiced around like $4 million.
So presumably this is a lot of Clippers full-time jobs.
Yeah. I mean, we have 38,000 people in our platform. I would say like it's interesting. Like it is some people's full-time jobs. Like some people just do it on the side for fun and just make a little money on the side. Some people actually do it for their full-time job. Our friend Brent, he's like the top earner in our platform. He runs like a 40 million follower network, and he makes like 30K a month from our community alone. And like, he just kind of posts memes all day and just like vibes. Pretty much.
That's like
there's so many people.
That's the new
like,
American dream.
That's what I said. I said if I'm a high school student listening to this podcast and I hear there's a guy shit posted making 30K a month,
and like just vibes.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want just vibes?
That's what I want. I raised all this money killing myself just to get to this kid's end goal.
Yeah,
he fanned it at 16.
Yeah.
Well, he's been grinding for a long time. Like he comes from the Instagram community, so he's been running pages for like a decade. But like, I mean, I talk to people all the time. Like for example, I just talked to this kid Ryan. he like worked at like a chip factory in like somewhere, I forget where. And like, cause I'll just like call the Clippers and I'll like see who's earning money and then just like DM them on Discord and just be like, yo, we should chop it up.
Yeah.
You know, and I'll just like get on a call with them and just be like, yo, like, you know, my name's Max. Like, obviously I run this thing and appreciate you joining the campaigns and like would love to know more about you. And like kind of just talk to them. And like this kid was like, yeah, bro. He's like, yeah, like I just like joined the Rod Wave campaign and like just made $800 and like I didn't even like think it was real, bro. I think I'm about to like quit my job. Yeah. And I was like, and he was like, bro, like I just got my homie on it. Like we'd be clipping together type shit.
You've created more jobs than like, the Democrats
and the Republicans. Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, or like this other girl, her, she's like this editor and that's like a whole other like niche of a thing. And these editors on TikTok and like a lot of them are just doing it for fun just because they love editing.
That's amazing.
And then like, you know, we'll get them into the community and then like this girl, I think her name was Christina, but like she just didn't know that she could make money and then literally made like $1,800 like in the first 2 days of like joining our community and like basically just put a song in the back of one of her edits and like.
And with AI tools, you can just compound how many you spit out.
Kind of like it is getting there. Like a lot of the times now, like with running pages, like it is a lot of like human, like running a page still is like
there's a taste level.
There is.
I agree with that. I don't think you can just AI. I don't think AI has taste.
No, the taste level on top of it. So but they can come with 10 different clips.
Yeah, you could speed it
as
up.
opposed to 5 manually.
But like it's like there's like it's like in comedy there's like timing, right? Same thing with to understand what's going to hit the zeitgeist is taste.
Yeah. No, 100%. And I'm like, even like me, for example, like I sometimes, because I ran pages for years and stuff. And like, I'm like, fuck, like I could probably make like $1,000 from this campaign. Like I actually want to start a page and like get back in the trenches with
high
it.
On your own supply.
But like, yeah, because there's so much going on like with building it. But like sometimes I'm like, damn, like low key, I want to like start clipping, like, cause it is like actually a pretty crazy opportunity. Like,
so it's a skill you actually should keep because you need to understand where the market's going. It's like Larry and Sergey from Google never stopped coding because they need to understand where engineering's going.
Yeah,
so
true.
If people want to reach out to you, what's the best way to do that?
Probably, I guess like my Instagram is like my name, Max Peterson with like 3 underscores, or I guess like email maybe max@clip.tech. That's my email. Yeah.
Okay.
That'd probably be the best place.
@Max Peterson 3 underscores.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm assuming you're not a LinkedIn guy.
I actually do. I started like through this, like I started like posting some stuff about like what we're doing. And because before I wasn't really on LinkedIn.
I feel like you'll get a lot of business. Because,
I agree.
My cohort of age of people who run big brands like listen to this podcast.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they're going to DM you on Instagram. So I would say hit you up on LinkedIn.
Yeah, LinkedIn.
The boomers have understood that clipping exists. They don't know.
They don't have a Max.
They don't have Max.
Yeah. LinkedIn, like it's. I feel like if you probably search like Max Peterson and then maybe it'll come up. But I started like kind of fucking around and like posting some stuff, and it has like been dope for like getting clients and stuff. Okay. Yeah.
Well, cool, man. Congrats.
Congrats. Yeah.
No easy feat to start a business, let alone actually be successful at it. So congratulations.
Bro, I appreciate you guys. Yeah. No, I fuck with the pod. It's fire. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. All right, Kathy's, we're going to get into some news now. The first big news is, Meta, if you've been following the Meta stock, it's kind of had a rough year. For the last 12 months, it's down a little bit and kind of fell way off its highs recently. And the reason why was Meta has gone publicly the last 2 quarters. We're going to spend $80 to $100 billion over the next couple of years on CapEx to build out our AI infrastructure. And basically the last 6 months, everyone's like, all right, great. You spent the money. Where are the results? Like what products have you released? What have you built to justify it? And so the stock's just being punished. And finally today they came out and said, we actually have excess compute. So we're going to build a cloud service similar to AWS and Google Cloud, and we're going to go offer our compute to everyone else. And so the stock popped because they're like, all right, finally, there's something to monetize here. My gut tells me he thought he was building something for Meta. It did not pan out. He now is going to go because there was no intention of building a cloud unit inside of Meta till, I don't know, a month ago, probably, when they were like, fuck, what do we do with all this?
So I think two things. Zuck, you never count Zuck out. I've said this on this pod for years. Yeah. Every time the stock tumbles, it's a buying opportunity. So I think both are, I think I'm half in your camp, which clearly he sees the demand for compute. He's spending, 120 to 140 billion annually building out data centers, building out AI infrastructure, which other people just can't do. The only other people are Google, Microsoft, Elon, SpaceX, but they actually need the compute. Yeah. He can sell the compute and in addition, use it for his own business. Yeah. I think he's going to ramp up CapEx spend because it's going to pay for itself. Yeah. So he's going to build out more AI infrastructure. So the big unlock.
Well, there was XAI SpaceX issue too, right? They have too much excess compute too.
So the thing with which Meta has that the traditional cloud companies, even if they have excess compute, if once demand, levels off in like 5 to 10 years, because right now it's just everyone trying to get on, is he has tens of millions of small businesses already locked in. So he can start adding compute options because the idea is we only have a few million people paying for compute as customers in the world right now. Yeah. That's going to be a few billion. Yeah. And a few billion aren't enterprises. They're going to be small businesses. Yeah. So he has that unlock. So I think he's going to parallel this, keep building out the infrastructure, unlock the small businesses. Obviously the enterprises.
I don't know. Why would a small business buy compute directly?
Why don't we just use
the models?
The whole world's going to end up having and indirectly need compute, whether it's through the model or not. The compute's going to be the spend.
Well, what's interesting
who's going to be buying the compute is it could be anyone in the layer.
Yeah. So then the question becomes: Did everyone overestimate the demand if SpaceX and Meta have access?
That's a question. I think it's a fair question. I think maybe people have different opinions on what the demand is going to be near term. And guess what? He still is a publicly traded company and has to attract talent. Yeah. When your stock keeps getting punished, you have to say something to the market to get the stock back. Look at OpenAI and Anthropic. They're poaching everyone from Google, Meta, Apple, you name the hyperscaler. So you have to make sure your stock is still valuable. Otherwise, you're not going to get the talent. Yeah. Because right now you can go to Anthropic or OpenAI and comfortably say your stock's 3 to 5x. Yeah. Comfortably. Yeah. And if they really hit it out of the park, it's a 10x. You can't say that for the hyperscalers. You can't say 10x guaranteed. Yeah. You can't even say 3 to 5x guaranteed. You could probably say 3x.
Speaking of compute and the future, SpaceX. There's rumors that SpaceX, I don't know if they came out with it or the market came out with it, that SpaceX showed investors today a slimmer version of an iPhone that is connected to Starlink and basically using AI kind of power and compute to basically build hardware to go after the consumer phone market. We talked about this years ago. Is there ever a chance to break Apple? And we always said yes, but like who could do it? Because you're so connected to Apple. Fuck, a SpaceX phone? I'm sorry, the 1%ers are all buying it.
Yeah, so in the middle of Times Square, they have a picture of Elon holding the sleek phone, which is slimmer than the iPhone. Yeah. And he's going to have better compute. Yeah. He's going to have better everything. Yeah. It's just how can he scale it? Yeah. That's going to be, but you're right. If anyone can dethrone the iPhone, I mean, it's them.
Not only is it them, we know this guy will stomach losses for decades.
And also, he's going to give you free bandwidth for the phone. Yeah. You're not going to have a phone plan. Yeah. In the Philippines, he is launching Starlink for the whole country for mobile phones. Yeah. So right now, your home internet can be Starlink. Yeah. And airplanes can be Starlink. Offices, but your phone's still on
Well,
you know,
he's going
legacy
after
companies.
the mobile phone market.
But you have to test in these markets. It's like Facebook would test Instagram features in the Philippines.
Yeah.
I feel like Philippines just gets.
Yeah.
They might be the hottest country.
Yeah,
they get everything new.
Yeah, they
Because there's no downside if it doesn't
there's
work
low
there.
stakes, right?
Yeah,
It's
sorry,
low
Ken.
stakes. Yeah, it's low stakes if it doesn't work out there. If it doesn't work here, the reputation of the product and the brand are ruined. But SpaceX phone, I'm sorry, it is going to work.
Yes, I agree. I think it's good.
I don't even care what it is. To have an X on the back of your phone or whatever. It's
And honestly, why did everyone try the iPhone initially? It's because of Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
Who's not going to try Elon's phone?
Yeah. And it's going to be insane. It's going to be encrypted. It's going to be safe. He's going to come out with like, this is unbreakable by the CIA. He's going to say all those things.
Yeah, because I mean, he was on Rogan saying Signal's not safe.
Yeah.
He's like, I just post memes on Signal to fuck with the CIA and ops. He goes, I want them to get a laugh at their job. That's what he said.
Yeah. Unbelievable. I'm very excited to see what happens with that because I think that is a monumental shift because like now your phone, guess what? It connects to your car, which is Tesla. Apple could never make that happen. Apple never built the car. You know, and there's rumors they're still working on it, but like they've been talking about a car for 10 years. How many Tesla owners are there? There's tens of millions of people driving Teslas all over the world. Now you have a phone connected to your car that can do self-driving. Oh my God. I see I see it.
And the
robotics
and the orbital compute.
And humanoid robotics.
He's going to make compute a fraction of the price we pay right now.
Man,
it's all going to be in
to
space.
buy Tesla stock.
Look at Tesla stock over a year. It hasn't moved.
No.
There was one day, I think this week that was up 7-8%.
Yeah.
But everyone has been publicly saying
they're going to merge.
They're going to merge, right? It's not a secret. This is the other thing about investing, which is really funny to me. Zuck in the earnings call, end of May, said he was going to do this. That he's like, yeah, we're going to toy with selling compute. He said it at another investor meeting the month before. So since April, while the stock's just getting punished, from April to
no one was listening
yesterday.
Maybe they wanted to see, go get a customer.
And he didn't even get a customer. He just said, we're going to sell it.
Yeah.
And officially.
Yeah.
But he teased it. So it's so funny with investing. People don't listen. Like, because David Tepper, the legendary Wall Street guy, has done a bunch of interviews of how he got so right on the financial crisis, like buying the banks. He's like, the Fed published they're backstopping the banks. Yeah. And no one believed him. He goes, I just believed him.
Yeah.
And that's why I made billions of dollars.
Yeah.
You believe Zuck.
Yeah.
You could have got this stock at $540.
Like Trump in 2025. He said, buy, the stock market is going to go up. And people just didn't buy it.
Yeah. With certain people, like Zuck is as credible as a sovereign state.
Yeah.
Whatever he says.
Definitely. I agree. Moving on. Okay. Bending Spoons raises $1 billion, went public today, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the story? Who is Bending Spoons?
Bending Spoons, a company based out of Italy.
Okay.
And they basically are buying digital publishers, digital names.
Like kind of has-beens.
Yeah. AOL, Vimeo, Eventbrite, Evernote are some of their key names. So the names still matter. Yeah. Like everyone knows what AOL
They're
is.
doing Authentic Brands Group for digital names.
But they're still doing a lot of revenue. So different to Authentic Brands.
No, they do. Oh, those businesses do.
No, the business, the brand means so much, but the revenue is completely shot.
Yeah.
Like Sports Illustrated wasn't doing nothing.
Well, no, I'm saying like Reebok.
No, but they reimagine it.
Yeah.
They actually they're not even trying to reimagine AOL. They're just trying to cut the costs.
Private equity play.
Yeah, exactly. So it's similar but different.
Yeah.
Buying dying brands.
Yeah.
But the brands still matter. Like our generation, everyone knows Sports Illustrated, which is what Authentic Brands bought. Yeah. Everyone knows what AOL is. Yeah. But AOL actually does business.
What does AOL do? People
Fucking
still
news. Yeah. I mean, I still get random business people our age that have an AOL address. And a Hotmail. Yeah. I get a few Hotmails too.
I don't know who the fuck those people are.
Actually, it actually finally went away, but as of a year ago. Anyways, they're going to cut costs. Now, before they even started this, AI wasn't even like a thing. Now they're going to, accentuate the number of costs that they can cut. And I think people are betting. So they still have just acquired these businesses. We still don't know what has happened.
What the financials
And the revenue growth is all through acquisition.
Yeah.
So you see like 100% year over year, you buy revenue, your revenue is going to go up.
Yeah.
So there still needs to be an end point.
It's good for Italians. They haven't really done shit since like, I don't know, like
the caprese.
Yeah, since the pizza. seriously, they were sitting on their ass for like, what did my guy Michelangelo do? That last hot shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a hotbed for entrepreneurship.
No, well, it's socialism. It doesn't work.
And they don't have good internet.
Yeah, no, they don't.
They really don't. Anyone that's visited Italy,
Yeah,
like Starlink should have started there.
Yeah. They don't care though. They want to have their 14 espressos and play soccer.
Yeah.
Like I work with Italians. It's very hard to do business.
And then now you have to hear every story. I go to Italy and my stomach doesn't hurt after eating. That's all you have to hear.
Shut the fuck up.
It's nonstop.
Yeah. No one cares about what you ate. In
Don't
Italy.
come home this summer from your summer trip telling us that you ate so much in Europe and you didn't put on weight.
Yeah.
Don't want to hear it.
Yeah, I don't. It's because you walk 10 feet. Okay,
Yeah.
fatso. All right, moving on. Nike. You know, I've had a lot of commentary about Nike on this podcast. I had very scathing view of the company a year ago, 6 months ago, 3 months ago. My opinion is slowly changing. The problem is the numbers are still really, really, really tough. So the direct business is continuing to just go down, which I think is down like 6-7%. The wholesale business is growing. I think it grew like 4%. The scary part is China was down 17%.
Mm-hmm.
My view is I think Nike, to me, is the most fixable business in all of America. It's very simple. And I think it's rooted in where they're making their bets. And I'll give you an example where I think Nike has so much upside. Do you know that like in Nike stores, and this is just me going into 3 Nike stores over the last couple of weeks, there are only 1 to 2 SKUs available of Nike USA men's soccer.
Yeah, there's nothing.
There's nothing. And they underproduced it. There's Canadian SKUs, many Canadian SKUs. There's Brazilian SKUs.
Mm-hmm.
There's Portugal SKUs. There's all these other SKUs, or whatever other teams Nike does. I don't think Nike realized that people in America support the U.S. men's soccer team. We want to support our team.
Everyone is wearing USA merch.
Yes, they're not. It's the most. If you walk down the street, Mexico is the #1 selling jersey. I believe that.
Yeah, you can
Makes
see
sense. And I think for Adidas, it's #1. I mean, I went to the game. Literally 100% of people were wearing the merch.
I wanted to get merch, but like you said, I went to the Nike store at the Grove. You can't find anything.
So on Nike.com, there are a lot more options and you can get it. But like when the day of the game.
That's an impulse purchase.
No, and you will spend so much more money. And I think when I think about the bets of Nike, like you should, if US men's soccer gets into like the semifinals, okay? They get to the semifinals. You need to go all in on soccer. It will be it's already soccer mania amongst the youth. It's going to go parabolic, right? Like it'll be like the biggest moment in US soccer history. You are the sponsor of the men's national team. Go all in on it. And I think there's like the bets that they have to make. So they're very heavy on basketball, right? That's part of the problem is that basketball as culturally relevance has gone down. And their big bet was LeBron, who's 41 years old. And he's not on the biggest market team anymore. He's going to end up at a second-tier market team. And so that's not a great outcome for Nike. Then Caitlin Clark is basically the biggest basketball star outside of LeBron. And there isn't much to buy from her either when you go to the store. By the way, boys will wear Caitlin Clark.
For sure. She's transcendent.
Yeah, but it's only in the girls section. And so like, I keep looking at these things and like, even what are you going to do in running? To me, like if I'm the CEO of Nike, I think I could give them 7 focal points to say, these are the bets we should make. And they're winning no matter what, if they do that. If they don't do that and they keep betting down on basketball and some of these aging stars, like if you walk into a Nike store, you see LeBron, Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods. You know how old these people are?
Yeah. You know, I was just thinking about it. So the reason why On and Hoka pretty much took off is because they had a high earning consumer.
Yeah.
And high earners, like that other high earners, were wearing On, wearing Hoka and Solomon's.
Yeah.
Right? Those are like kind of the high earner brands. You got to go after. You're still sports. That's your legacy. Go after sports with high earners, right? So even hockey, which is like a brute sport, the people that go to hockey games are upper class.
Yeah.
It's not like, third deck of a baseball game where people are throwing beers at each other.
But they're so enrooted in these other sports.
Lacrosse.
Yeah.
Padel.
Yeah. There's so much opportunity in those.
And they don't cost that much. You can experiment.
Yeah.
Like the top hockey player makes a fraction of what the top NBA player, so he'll take a deal.
Yeah.
You have to give a Wemby, some exorbitant amount of money,
And
which
his impact is minimal.
Exactly. But
He's
if
not
you
selling product.
If you give a hockey guy or lacrosse guy, $4 or $5 million,
You don't even have to give that.
I'm just saying.
$200,000.
Yeah. I mean, think about most athletes in sports have brand deals, which means free product.
Yeah.
And no, I'm just saying, go after the stars, pay them a little money.
Yeah.
And test it.
Yeah.
See if it works.
Yeah. I think it's just like, even just the U.S. men's soccer thing, it's like huge opportunity. How did everyone think that we were not going to be crazy about the U.S. team? Of course we were. Everyone said this is the best U.S. team we've ever had. They didn't say that last time around.
No.
They said it this time around.
Yeah.
And you're the sponsor. You have the fucking logo on the jersey that every kid in America.
It's a big fumble, yeah.
Today is at my kid's school, which is where they're doing their summer camp. It's Team USA Day.
Mm-hmm.
The whole fucking school is wearing Team USA stuff.
Probably tough to find an outfit for the kids.
Our kids are wearing old Team USA stuff because when we went to the store over the weekend, there was nothing.
Yeah, we had to give Vivian a 1988. I think it was the 5-4 when we did Kids World Cup.
Yeah.
We were trying to figure out how do we have this.
Yeah.
It was.
Well, it's funny is because there's no Team USA Nike product, people are buying the 94 World Cup USA stuff, which is Adidas. And everyone's walking around with the Adidas stuff. It looks great, but it's like it
has the vintage feel.
To me, it's just like go where the wind is going. Like I understand you're rooted in basketball and all this other stuff, but like that's not where the wind is right now.
And I don't know if this is true. You probably do. You got to get out of Portland.
Yeah.
You can't have hot talent, expect them to move to Portland. This isn't 15, 20 years ago.
No, you don't have the stock price, which has been dead for a decade now, or the cultural clout to get the best people to come to Portland. They do have offices in LA. They do have offices in New York.
But the running,
HQ is Portland.
Yeah. Everyone who wanted to rise in the ranks had to move to Portland.
Yeah.
You got to stop that.
Yeah. I agree. It's tough. It's raining there.
Yeah. No one's going to Portland.
Yeah. All right. So moving on to more finance topics. Michael Burry, the clock, what's the saying?
Dead clock's right twice a day.
Exactly. So his newest things are he's shorting Nvidia.
Nvidia. He had one win.
Yeah.
He closed out his short on Palantir last week.
Okay.
So now everyone's like, oh, is he back? It's like, no, he got lucky. He's like, the clock hit, right? 2008, it's 2026. He got one.
Yeah. And I think
it's a long clock.
Yeah. He has Nvidia short. He has.
Do you know how much he makes on his Substack?
Yeah.
It's tens of millions of dollars.
Yeah.
People pay to see a guy be wrong.
I think
we're right. Who's paying us?
I'll tell you where I was right. I said the equal weight S&P 500 was the bet at the beginning of the year. It outperformed the S&P 500 by 3%.
There you go. You're not getting paid tens of millions to say that.
I need to clip that. Clip that.
It. So yeah, he's shorting Tesla.
Yeah. We just gave you the bull case for Tesla.
Yeah, we just said why Tesla's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like the anti
Jim Cramer.
Yeah, Jim Cramer trade. Yeah. This is similar. Or the pro-Pelosi trade.
Yeah.
Tesla, Caterpillar, Applied Materials. I mean, give me a break. And chip makers. Has this guy not opened the news?
No, he doesn't know what's going on.
Has he not turned on TV or read blog posts or read an earnings report?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think it's going to be a really tough couple months for Michael Burry.
I mean,
let's see.
Well, he does this because he's getting paid on the back end with this stupid Substack.
Yeah, so he has to make bold claims.
Because now you get attention.
Yeah,
and Reddit posts and
fascinating. All right, moving on. All right, so there's a Sam Altman movie that got made.
Yep.
Who paid for it?
So I want to, we talked about Mythos at Fable 5, which is Anthropic's latest model. So last week when we talked about it, the government agencies and the top 100 companies. Today, as of walking into the pod, it was supposed to be released today for everyone. So us plebs should have access to the model.
I would get notice from our engineering as soon as it happens. I've not seen it.
So we haven't gotten it yet, but it's supposed to be today.
Okay.
So that's the backstory of how powerful these companies are, Anthropic and OpenAI.
Oh, Fable 5 is back.
There you go.
I just got it.
All right, well, we're going to have some fire clips. Fire clips for the episode.
Yeah.
So the context is how powerful these companies are. Sam Altman Amazon made a movie about Sam Altman building OpenAI. They spent $40 million. Andrew Garfield, who's a big actor, who was in Social Network and obviously a million things. So it's a big movie. Amazon chose to shelve it. Amazon's in business with OpenAI. All the big film studios have an OpenAI, like they have to have a relationship with OpenAI. Either if they don't have it already today, they know they're going to have one. So everyone's staying away from this movie that's already made. No one wants to distribute it. You don't want to upset the emperor, Sam Altman.
But isn't Amazon invested in Anthropic? Wouldn't you want that one?
And no, they have a contract with OpenAI. In AI, everyone's
so some independent film distributor.
So someone independent film distributor, he's gonna make a fortune.
Yeah,
it seems like a no-brainer.
Yeah,
you know the movie's gonna be good. They spent $40 million on it. I mean, Obsessions was made for $750,000.
Whatever. That's like the Blair Witch Project. People still talking about that.
Blair Witch was like $30,000, by the way.
Yeah,
I looked it up.
Blair Witch.
Yeah.
I mean, $30,000 is the same as $750 today. Fascinating. So you can't make movies about AI leaders.
No, because even Social Network, they showed it to Zuck before they released it.
And he said,
cool, I'm cool with it. And then remember, he took his whole team.
Yeah.
They watched it.
I saw a podcast clip the other day of he was on it and saying they got a lot of things wrong. I didn't start it because I need a girlfriend. I was already dating Priscilla. Like he was just kind of correcting some of the things about kind of the story. You know what's interesting on that same note?
Yeah, so just to add to Social Network, Andrew Garfield, Sam Altman, he did an interview recently saying how when he and Jesse Eisenberg played Zuck, he played Eduardo, they walked out of the screening. They're like, this movie fucking sucks.
That's what they said?
Yeah. They're like, man, this is bad, isn't it? It turned out to be one of like the iconic movies for our generation.
Well, I think the point was more around their view is, I don't think they didn't realize
how big it was going to get.
I don't think they realized how big Mark Zuckerberg was. Like Mark Zuckerberg is like
a myth.
Yes. He's just like he's an American legend. So like, I don't think people realize, like people were obsessed with how he did this.
And it was kind of when entrepreneurship started to become cool.
Yeah.
Everyone wanted to be an entrepreneur when that movie came out.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's kind of the missing thing that didn't happen before. So great for them. Hopefully Neon, the distributor of this movie, it's going to be called what? Do we have a name?
I don't know if we have a name, but they should call it Sam Altman. Everyone will watch it.
It's Artificial. That's a perfect name for that movie because that's what he is.
They paint him in a really bad light because people have seen the movie.
Yeah.
Or at least the first cut.
I mean, why not?
I mean, there's nothing positive.
Chat GPT. Thanks. I can now, check recipes.
Who's more important, him or the CIA?
Don't ever sleep on the CIA.
Yeah,
they still run
slow
shit.
And steady wins the race.
They're still running shit. Our stock market keeps going up.
Yeah, the CIA lasts forever. Sam's not going to be here forever.
No, the deep state always wins.
Yeah.
All right. Great episode. We're going to move on to some shout outs. First one from Alex. Shout out to my wife. We just got married on June 26th at the Bali High in San Diego. Originally from 626 area, but now we live in San Diego. I'm so thankful for her. Tiffany, she's the perfect balance for me and so excited for you for our next chapter. We've been listening to Group Chat since day one and I need another live pod. One day, Alex. Maybe after you have your first kid.
Yeah.
From Brandon, shout out to Mexico. CC. Well, big win yesterday.
Yeah.
Big celebrations in Mexico. Really
was
fun
fun.
time. I was like, there's no way they're going to allow. Either way, Ecuador was not walking out of that place a winner.
Yeah, Mexico scored pretty quickly.
Yeah. Last one from your agent, Andre, who was just on this episode earlier. From your agent, Andre, shout out to Anand moving into his creator era. The Catties are seeing your solo clips. I'm loving them. Keep going. Anand's been posting solo clips. They're pretty good.
We need people to repost. So if you're listening to the pod,
Yeah.
if you have Instagram,
I think you got to pay him. What are you willing to pay for
clip them. I'll have my clip guy.
Yeah. I think if you
Sign up to Clip Tech.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. If they got $10 for posting it, people would post it.
10's a lot. You're not 30 cents for 1,000 views.
Okay. So $5. Well, you wouldn't pay $100 to have 20 people post?
If they have the views, yeah.
Well, we don't know. You don't know if they don't have the views. They have to post it to find out if they have the views.
It's pay per play or pay to play. Either way, post it if you like it. If you don't like it, ask for money.
Yeah, you should ask for money. You should DM on and be like, I think I can get you 50,000 views. What are you willing to pay for?
Exactly. Shoot me an offer.
Okay. All right, Cathies. Have a wonderful July 4th. Stay safe. No fireworks in your hands.
Yeah, let's keep
Let's keep our fingers to ourselves and make sure that we all have a safe one. No drinking and driving. And we'll see you here Sunday night.